What's going on? Smart again, back with another awesome video. As always, smash that like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? So let's talk about WIKI Cat. Remember, I made a video less than 24 hours ago talking about some little bit of retracement of WIKI Cat to come and retest some technical levels before it trade to the upside again. If you've not watched that video, the link is going to be in the description. Let's talk about WIKI Cat because we saw a massive crash yesterday. And when I see things like this, I've explained this before using other coins, but it has happened to WIKI Cat. And let's talk about it because most of the time when I see developers of any coin doing things like this, it's really disturbing and it's concerning, and we really need to talk about it. We're going to head into the chart, and don't worry, the crash, it was about 30-something%. I'm going to put a video right here when I'm editing this. Can you see this massive volume right here? 588k. You can see this crystal clear. Don't worry, I have proof for all of this. So if you are in the habit of forwarding video, please don't forward this video, watch it through so that you understand what's happening to WIKI Cat. Because most of the time some people tend to ask questions that are already answered in the video. So just watch the video through so that you understand what's happening to WIKI Cat, so that you don't ask questions are already answered in the video, right? So with that said, look at the volume right here, which is very massive. This is talking about 24 hours trading volume, $1 million. So that's 588k. that is right there. Very massive. And when you go to the sales are actually what? More than the buys. Why is that so? I'm going to talk about liquidity also, because yesterday when I made that video yesterday, if you can remember, liquidity was at 366k. Presently liquidity is at 114k. You can see that crystal clear, and it's disturbing. So we are out of 52k right now. So where did that 52k go? We want to see what liquidity increasing every now and then. You understand what I'm talking about, right? Liquidity increasing every now and then. So these are disturbing things that we really need to talk about. Not that I'm not seeing this happening, but it's not that significant though. It's not that significant. Let me just end into the chart. Let me show you this massive candle right here, and I'm going to explain everything. When I explain everything, at least you're going to get a clearer picture of what's happening. So this massive bearish move right here. Remember, I made that video. Yeah, this is exactly where I made that video. I was anticipating, because third touch of the trend line, don't ever forget the video. If you watched that video, you should have understand my bias as touching why I called short. Just a slight retracement to retest the zone before we see some momentum to the upside again. Third touch of the trend line. This is actually the third touch of the trend line, and that's where the magic come from. Talked about that quite a number of times. Third touch of the trend line, we should see somewhat bearish momentum, because this market has been bullish for for days right now. So just a slight retracement to come and retest some technical level before we trade to the upside again. And yesterday, when shout out to this person that kind of like informed me about this. Shout out to the person, because somebody brought this to my attention right there yesterday. And I went to the channel and I saw this massive crash like this. Most of the time I tell people, price, when it comes to price action, if you see a massive candle like this, there is manipulation. The wheels are trying to do something to the coin. If you see a massive candle like this, even in forex trading, if you see a massive candle like this, it's called institutional candle. So if you see a massive candle like this in any cryptocurrency, the wheels are doing something that is shady, or they are trying to sell any coin in a way. But in this case, it's sad, because it's the developers that is in charge of this massive move right here. Is the developers of this coin. And don't worry, I'm going to talk about Digimara also, because there is a massive dip that formed yesterday, and I was so surprised about it. And I was so surprised, when you see things like this, you start to feel that developers are not really serious about the coin again, or they are just trying to cash out from the whole system because they have seen what a massive run of WIKI Cat. And we will call it long WIKI Cat before. Remember, if you're OG of this channel, we call long WIKI Cat, and WIKI Cat performed incredibly well. And because the developers are seeing the stuff, and another thing again is that those guys, they are not really doing anything as touching marketing. Even Digimon Rabbit also, they are not doing anything as touching marketing. You know what I'm saying, right? Because when it comes to tokenomics, there's a certain allotment for what marketing, and they are not even, thriving in order to list these coins on any exchanges. Don't worry, that's another topic for another day. But let's talk about this massive weekend, because I'm going to show you proof that is the developers that is in charge of this. So before we head into my next screen, let me show you this right here. This liquidity, this locked liquidity. I talked about this lock liquidity before as a video, talking about, this is not to create fraud or anyway, just not to create fear in your mind, because when I see things, I want things to be transparent, before I try to talk about any coin. I really want that coin, developers, people that are in charge of the coin to be transparent 100%. And this liquidity is locked towards 60%. You can see that crystal clear for 1 year. And look at this unlock right here. It's going to unlock, within a year. That's when the unlock is going to take place. Remember, so 40% of the liquidity is unlocked, so they cannot pull out that 40% from the liquidity. That's why you can see that the liquidity is down. You can see that crystal clear. It has gone down 52k. Do the math and you understand what I'm talking about. So let's head into my next screen. Let me show you the proof right there. Right, so this is Pukon right here, and let's talk about how this developer trash this price of WIKI Cat. And this is WIKI Cat right here. Let's go to the transaction tab. This is the chart right here. Let's see how it transferred. So these are token transactions right here, and when you want to go to sellers, so always go to the sellers. Look at the sellers right here. Click on it. Right, so these are the sellers right here. Quite massive. You can see what 97k right there. Massive. You can see 40. You can see 64k right there. You can see 56k right there. You can see 55k. Quite massive, right? So let's kind of like track how they transfer, they sold all this coin. This is BSC's cloud, and we are going to validate all these transactions right there. So let's see. Oh, this is 40 days ago. So the first one is 40 days ago. We want to see a recent transaction that occurred here. Let's just see. Right, so this is right. So this is it right there. So 8 hours ago, you can see this crystal clear, and it was a multi-transaction. It's a multi-call. So transactions, group of transactions embedded in one, that's called multi-call. All right, so it was from this wallet address, they transferred it to what? PancakeSwap. All right, and I'm also seeing a dead wallet address right there. Can you see this dead wallet address? From this wallet address to a dead wallet address, they did mention that they were going to burn any token, so that's quite disturbing. I've checked their socials. They didn't say that they are going to burn, any token right there. Can you see that crystal clear, right? Burnt token. All right, so that's burnt. But my concern is this first one right there, because that's where the massive. So just click on it, and we're going to track in real time right there if they transferred it to another wallet address. Right, so. Okay, we've seen it right there. So this is exactly what happened, yeah? So from PancakeSwap, they transferred it to this wallet address. So they sold it out. That's why the massive crash occurred. You can see that crystal clear. When it comes to you can track everything. So from that PancakeSwap right now, this was 1 minute ago. This has been occurring, bro. These guys are like, what's going on here, bro? It's 5 minutes ago. These are recent transactions that occurred. So if you scroll down here, these guys have been doing this. These guys have been doing this. They're literally transferring all the stuffs right there. So just go null address, sum into null address right there. Can you see this, bro? Like, and let me just use it. These are recent transactions. So what they are doing right now is they are sending it to that address. They are sending it to that address, and they are sending it to this wallet address right here. Can you see that? That's why the price of WIKI Cat crashed extremely to the downside. So you've seen this real time for yourself. I don't want to stress myself going down. If you go down again, look at pages right there. Look at all the pages right there, which is quite massive. You can see this crystal clear. So you can track this on BSC scan, use PooCoin, and everything I'm using on this video is going to be linked down below. So this is exactly what they did, and it's not that fair. Even if they are burning some tokens right there, get the community and let's know what's happening. And transferring, tokens, selling out token to a specific wallet address is quite fishy. It's very quite fishy. So you see what happened here. So I'm smart. If you like what I do, definitely support the YouTube channel by clicking the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Please drop your comment in the comment below, and definitely going to see you on the next one. Peace out and stay safe out there.